Hello! Welcome to the IRC Job Readiness Series. Please note that this video is created by IRC with the audio automatically generated by artificial intelligence. The job search and application process. Before we get started, please note that the following are important steps to be able to navigate job search and applications in the USA. 1. Having an email account set up. 2. Having your voicemail set up. 3. Understanding how to use and navigate computers, smartphones, and/or an internet browser. For this step, if you are still learning how to use the internet, that is okay, you can still benefit from this training. How do you start? Where do you look to find a job? You can reach out to friends and family and see if they know anyone that's looking to hire. You can reach out to IRC or similar organizations and have the employment specialists help you find a job. You can do the search yourself with online job search engines. In the comments section below, I've linked a document listing common job search engines. If you see signs like posters or flyers posted in businesses, you can walk into that business and ask if they are hiring. So you know where to look for a job, but what next? How do you know if the job is the right fit for you? When looking for a job with online job boards or websites, search with keywords such as entry-level hospitality, technology, or housekeeper, keywords that are related to what you would be interested in working in. Or just search entry-level if you are looking to explore all options. If you know, for example, that you want to work in the hospitality industry, then feel free to search the word entry-level hospitality. You would need to type the word in English to improve your chances of finding the right opportunity. To figure out if the job is the right fit for you, go over the job description and see if it matches what you want to do before you decide to apply. The job description will describe what you would be doing in that role. Let's talk about a few things that you should be looking for in the job description. Job summary. This will be a description of the company you will be applying for and how the position listed plays an important role within the company. Specific job description and responsibilities. The job description will include a brief explanation of the role. It may include some information regarding position salary, the scheduled shift, and who you would be reporting to. The position responsibilities will list out the main tasks the employee in this position is to complete. Qualifications. Required qualifications. The abilities, education, or knowledge you must have in order to work in this position. If you do not have any or all of the required qualifications, you will most likely be turned down for this role. Preferred qualifications. The abilities, education, or knowledge that you do not need to have to work in this position, but they would make you a more competitive candidate. The more preferred qualifications you have, the more likely you will be hired. Position salary. The position salary is the total amount of money you could make in 1 year. If the pay rate is listed at dollars per hour, multiply that rate by 2080 to calculate your total annual salary. For example, if the pay rate is $16 per hour multiplied by 2080, you can calculate that you're going to make approximately $33,280 annually. If the pay rate is listed as total annual salary, you can divide the annual salary by 2080 to calculate your pay rate per hour. For example, if the annual salary is listed at $35,000, divide that by 2080 to calculate that you'd be making approximately $16.83 per hour. It's important to consider how much you would be making in a role to determine how much you can pay in rent, utilities, groceries, gas, and so on. Feel free to reach out to the financial advisor for help making a monthly budget. It's also important to note that while you may be making, for example, $16 per hour, you will not be taking $16 per hour home. The United States requires all working citizens and residents to pay taxes, which are taken directly out of your paycheck. Feel free to reach out to the employment specialists or the financial advisor for additional help and information about that. Work schedules. Full-time, working between 30 and 40 hours per week. In most cases, if you're working full-time, you will be eligible for company benefits, which I will explain in a few minutes after a probationary period, usually between 45 to 90 days. Part-time, working less than 30 hours per week. Depending on the company, you may or may not be eligible for company benefits. Temporary or seasonal, a position that is only for a certain amount of time. You can be working full-time or part-time hours. For example, a temporary position will be being hired on for a role at Target, maybe from October to January, to help with the holiday season demand. Shift schedules. Day shifts, typically working 8 hours during the day, such as from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m., 9 a.m., until 5 p.m., like our office is open, and so on. You can find positions that work the day shift in offices, department stores, hospitals, factories, and so on. Second shift, swing shift, working from the afternoon until later in the evening, such as from 4 p.m., until midnight or from 3 p.m., until 11 p.m., and so on. You can find the same positions in offices, restaurants, hospitals, and factories. Night shift, graveyard shift, working from night until morning, such as from midnight until 8 a.m., from 11 p.m., until 7 a.m., and so on. You can find these shifts in security, hospitals, factories, places that need to be running 24/7. Company benefits, employee benefits. Employee benefits come in many forms and are an important part of the overall compensation package offered to employees. Some examples of employee benefits are paid time off, sick days, vacation days, health insurance, life insurance, dental insurance or vision, retirement benefits or accounts, long-term disability insurance. Every company offers different employee benefit packages, so feel free to ask your employment specialists or caseworker for help understanding the details of these. Job location. Where a job is located can significantly impact your life outside of work, from the total amount of free time you have to your monthly budget. Before you accept any position, take into consideration how far the job is from your home, how you would be getting to and from work, how much it may cost you, how much time it may take, and what other methods of transportation are easily accessible for you. All of the points mentioned before should be taken into consideration when searching for a job. Job applications. There are two kinds of job applications, online or on paper. Paper applications can be found by walking into a business you want to apply for and asking for an application. Online applications are all applications completed via the internet. Job applications will ask you to fill out your contact information, work experience, education, as well as a few other questions regarding the required and preferred qualifications. All these questions are to verify that you are a qualified candidate for the role before they consider hiring you. You must answer all questions truthfully. You should also always attach the most up-to-date version of your resume. After everything is filled out, you can hit submit. After you hit submit, your job application is now a part of a pool of applicants that have also applied for the position. If you are considered qualified for the role, your application may be selected for further review. It's important to continue to apply for more jobs while you wait to hear back about your application status. If you would like any assistance with the job application, feel free to reach out to the employment specialists. We're here to help you. Also, I've linked a document in the comment section below that explains a little bit more on what happens to your submitted application from the company's point of view. Feel free to check it out and let the Hospitality Link instructor know if you have any questions on it. Referrals. A job referral is when someone recommends you for a certain job. Referrals can come from friends and family, or they can come from staff at IRC or similar organizations. Companies use employee referrals because recruiters and hiring managers have found employee referrals to be one of the most effective ways to find new people for a job. This is because people usually only refer candidates that they can trust and know can do a good job. It makes the person referring the candidate look good too. I bring this up now because if you check out the document that I just referred to in the last slide, you know that job applications are very competitive. But if you have a job referral and you get an interview, you have a 40% better chance of getting hired than other candidates. And on that note, you have now completed the job search and application process video. Please complete the short assessment linked below before continuing on to the next video.